YouTube, what's going on? Horse Racing Gamer here. Welcome back to Gallop 2003. It's day 32 on the series. Crazy stuff, right? So, last episode wasn't that eventful. We didn't win a whole lot. We're in a weird transitioning period, trying to get better and more familiar with Secret Keeper and Perfect Art. Perfect Art, she's 3 years old finally. But Secret Keeper, most importantly, he is 4. So I'm hoping that this year will be much better for him, and we start to have better results with him. We ended last video pretty well. Secret Keeper again comes from Crimson Art and Ditsy Doo. So yeah, I am hoping this is a much better episode as far as the production is concerned. Now, Dear Puffy, she is a 5-year-old mare, but she can still run. And until I feel like she can't win anymore, and the thing is, I'm running her in G1s. We could still probably dominate with her at like G3s and G2s. And I might go ahead and do that anyway, so. I just want her to get over 100k in earnings. So Secret Keeper. I wonder if he's G1 ready yet. Probably not, huh? Yeah. But we still need to figure things out with him. We'll run him in this grade 3, though. And Perfect Art. We'll run you in 7 on the turf. You are up first, my lady. Well, you and Dear Puffy both. Both of the girls are up here today. Yeah, let's see how this goes, man. So, we're expected to finish 4th. So again, I think I have things figured out with Perfect Art. It's all fillies in this field. Things really have to kind of be tight with her. When I say tight, I mean like there's not a whole lot of flexibility. Like, everything needs to kind of fall in place for her to have a really strong race. If it doesn't, then I feel like she will, her temper will take the best of her. And I just realized when I was looking through my pasture before I recorded, all of my brood mares have terrible temper ratings. Like the highest one I think is a C. No, the highest one is a D. They're actually all Ds. They're Ds and Es. Now, the studs, 2 of them actually have B-ranked tempers. I don't have a horse with double S, and I think Dear Puffy will probably be the first broodmare with that. So that'll actually be nice, but all my broodmares now have really, really bad temper ratings. So, Crimson Art and Undercover Agent, like, kind of saved the horses in that regards. Alright, so late start here with Perfect Art. She's showing a lot of speed, and I mean, she's showing a lot of speed and a lot of guts. Perfect Art might get her first win here today. And she's going to do it, guys. I told you I was going to get it figured out. The 13 is still fighting, but too little too late. Perfect Art gets her first win. She finally breaks her maiden. I told you it was going to happen. I said it in the last episode. I think I have it figured out with her now. It's a rhythm, and it's about a spot and positioning. I kind of know now where I need to keep her in the field. And where I need to get her going as well. Great first win for Perfect Art. About darn time. We're supposed to finish 4th. We finished 1st. S on the stretch. That's what I'm talking about. Good stuff. It's just a rhythm, man. I got to get in rhythm with these horses. No matter how good they are, I still have to get in the rhythm. Now, Dear Puffy. Not great odds here today. I don't really care. I am going to bet on myself. I think these are good races to really bet on myself. It seems to work better in these than like the G1s. And again, she is on the decline. I think she is officially past her prime, but the thing is she can still compete. She can still compete and win. And like I said, I still want her to accumulate over 100k in earnings, so I'm going to keep racing her until we get to that point. I think that'll be nice for her to have. I think that'll help her for her, you know, just breeding eval and classifications. Alright, good start. Good start here for Dear Puffy. This will be a nice G3 win for her, and it should be at least 4,300 in prize earnings now. I want to get her to the inside, so that's why I decided to wait. And now I can move her here, and she should be pretty comfortable. Now, these horses are probably going to move over once they can. But yeah, I like this positioning. Oh, first person POV. Alright, gonna move her up. We will finally be doing breeding this year. I think we're going to do Crimson Art and Scotch Dancer. I think I opted out on that last year because we weren't going to have the space. So This year we're going to do Crimson Art and Scotch Dancer, and I really hope that foal is going to be just solid all the way around, as it should be, but like to an extent that you know, it's like the dominance we had on Scotch Dancer, because she was pretty amazing. So dear Puffy, she's fighting here. Come on, ability. No ability. Oh, there it is. There it is. Stretch burst. Now I gotta be careful not to whip her. That might have been the favorite that ran past us. She's still fighting. I think that's 4th. It's better than what we were supposed to be. So that's okay with dear Puffy. And second favorite ended up getting up there. Yep. But still S, so. Excuse me. That was going to probably be a little tough to win. And that's the thing. She's probably still going to struggle to win some races here and there. But again, those results matter. Still a money place finish, so it still will count on her profile. And it will still help her. So those top 5 finishes still matter. So yeah, let's get her in another race here. Now that she's older, she has to wait a little bit longer in between races. Just fine. I think I'm going to put her in this grade 2. Oh, no. There's a handicap. Alright, we don't want to do that. Maybe give her a little bit longer of a layoff. 9 furlong. Okay, no handicap. Cool. Perfect art. She finally breaks her maiden. As I said it was going to happen. Let's try to build on that. I guess I should run her in another open, to be honest. Like, try to really get in rhythm with her to win now. So that's fine. We'll do that. And we'll proceed. I'm excited to still do a lot of breeding in this game because there's definitely a lot of traits I want to breed out of horses. Like, we're working with what we have. So there's some bad traits, some bad, you know, categories and stats that we'll have to breed out, essentially. Secret Keeper, long shot here today. In this grade 3, which is fine. But, yeah, there's a lot of breeding that needs to be done. And the thing is, it's going to take longer in this game because we can only have 6 horses total at a time as far as race horses and or just slots in general. And then we can only have, you know, we can only breed once a year. Like, even if you have the space, you can only breed once. So stupid to me. Now, I still want to move Secret Keeper to the outside. I'm sure the game is going to say, like, his positioning is terrible right now. Again, I don't really care about that. I just want to get him to the outside. Now, I know this will be goofy for me to run him basically 5 wide or 6 wide on the outside, but this is what he likes, so I like to keep him here. Okay. So I really got to get him going quite early, man. Still a long way to go. Got to get him under the whip. It's going to be a really long trip on the outside. Much longer than I wanted, and I overwhipped, so could have potentially ruined his race. I got to be better about that. I'm still hitting the overwhip way too much. Yeah, long trip on the outside. That didn't go how I wanted it to go, obviously. So that was just a bad race on my behalf. Yeah, that was not the plan, people. Obviously, that was not the plan. I didn't time that. Yeah. Timing was all off. Stretch was bad, yeah. If we were closer to the front, we would have been fine. I was hesitating because I didn't know if I wanted to put him to the inside or keep him to the out. I really was like hesitating. That's why I kept kind of moving them in and out. So that's on me. Unfortunately, he's still only E ranked anyways, but his stats are still getting better. So we'll get a win with him. Like I said, I'm not in any fear mindset with Secret Keeper. He is 4 years old now. I'm hoping, really hoping, and I'm still faithful that we'll be able to start netting some wins halfway through the year. We're up with the Philly Perfect Art, and she has the ability to finish in the top 5. It's only a short field of 10. She's expected to finish 6th. Yeah, I think we can definitely do this. I've had 2 good results with her in a row. A win and a 3rd place. That really should have been a 2nd. And she gets a perfect start here. Wow. Say less, bro. Say less. But yeah, I really do still have faith in Secret Keeper. I'm just hoping he's not like a flop as far as a foal is concerned. Like, I'm hoping because his parents are so different that it doesn't end up being essentially, you know, kind of a sentencing to his racing career just because, like, it's just they're too conflicting. His abilities are too conflicting. His stats and his running preferences are too conflicting. So I just hope that that doesn't, you know, truthfully keep him away from being a pretty solid racehorse for us. All right. Rebo, let's go, baby. Rebo with perfect art. I think we're ahead by a lot. I don't think anybody's going to catch us. A furlong left to go. I think perfect art, if she has enough. Now the 5 is closing, and I'm trying my hardest. The 5 is still closing. Gosh, she tires out so quickly. She's fast, but she really gasses quickly. That's still a great effort. We were supposed to finish 6th. That's going to be 2nd place. You know, we got it together. There's nothing I could literally do. She just gassed out, man. And I got a revolution. So, I'm looking at it. She might actually need more stamina, to be honest with you. She might need a little bit more. Maybe I should change her training to that if I haven't done so already. I'll have to double check. Raw talent for Mr. T. Yeah, so the entrust training is just... He's from Undercover Agent and Perfect Partner. To be honest with you, I just want to do entrust training for him all the way through. I don't know what he's going to be like, so... He should be a pretty solid horse. His father won, I think, 3 G1s. Perfect Partner, of course, won multiple. He should be okay, but I'm not entirely sure. So I just want to do entrust training with him for the time being. So Perfect Art, she's ready to go again. We can put her in a G3 at the end of the month. Alright. We'll either be up again with Dear Puffy or Secret Keeper. I'm not sure which one. And it's going to be Secret Keeper. Our odds are pretty much always the same. Like, we're not usually worse or better than this, which is kind of like middle of the field. Whether or not we'll finish there is the question. If this is Gallop Racer 2004, we would have been lost him in like the first year. And that's one thing I don't miss about that game as far as me not playing it as of lately. You know, it's definitely something I am not missing at all. Like, I love that I do not have to worry about losing my horses. I still think that was a bad thing to include in that game because it just half the times the ways you lose your horses, they don't even make sense. You know, there's like no logic to it. It's just the game just randomly choosing to take it away from you based off of what it thinks are bad results. So now again with Secret, gotta really get him going from the back here. He has plenty of stamina left, so he's still good on that end. Hopefully an inside frees up, maybe. I don't know. I got to get him going now because we got so much stamina. We're such a long way back. Okay, this is okay. Like, gosh, he really has to get going from afar, man, doesn't he? Of course, you're going to move into that gap when you have no chance of making that happen. Secret Keeper, he's still fighting up to the line. This is a really strong result. Oh, wow, that's close. That's probably one of his better races yet. He finished 7th, but my goodness, he was right up there. Yeah. Oh, man, that's like a patience game with him. I really have to, like, wait. I think running him as a closer is giving us better results for sure. So, I've been having to go back and forth because I've been learning things more. But that's 2 good back-to-back results with him, I think. Maybe 3. Well, last 3. That's at least 2 solid ones. So, yeah, I feel like that's working. Because he's getting to the point where he's catching horses again. He just doesn't have great speed right now. If he had great speed, we could have won that race easily. He's just not there yet. So I'm going to run him in another open on 7 furlongs. Keeping him at the back preserves his stamina. And then I have more to work with in the front. He just needs more speed. As far as the training regiment for Secret Keeper, I have her doing speed. Or no, this is Secret Keeper. Yeah, I have him doing speed, which is, like I said, that's my focus. Getting his speed up. That's all he needs. A perfect art. I think I said I wanted to do guts and stamina with her. Now I think about it, she might need more stamina for now, so I'll probably stick to stamina for the rest of the year. Her guts isn't bad, but I would like for her to have more stamina. I think that could potentially help us out a little bit better, so I'll kind of just do a mixture of like that. I mean, yeah, she's 3 years old. We'll clearly be able to run her probably till she's 5. So there's still a lot of time with her. You know, it feels like it's not, but like I kind of have to remind myself sometimes. I really do have a lot of time with some of these horses. Alright, that's good for her training. We're good with races. Like I said, Dear Puffy, I will retire once I feel like she can't win anymore. We haven't gotten to that point yet. I still would like her to get 100k in earnings still, so. Perfect art. We're up with her in a grade 3. Again, her odds are pretty consistent at the top, so a top 5 finish is on. Let's see if we can make it happen again. I wonder if she's still developing. And another perfect start. Her stats haven't really increased since we've had her. Like we've had her for about half a year now. Her stats haven't increased really at all. So I am curious if she's already going to peak at this age, or if she's just a late bloomer, a very late developer. What she could be, like I said, most of Crimson Art's foals probably are still going to take 2 years before they're at their best. Like 2 full years. So that could be the case with her. Perfect Partner peaked early, though. That's why I'm not sure. But I feel like the foals, my foals in this game, have inherited the growth types primarily from their fathers. It's kind of been my experience. More than the broodmares, so... You know, I think it's a possibility she could be another late developer. I can't remember. Like I said, the game doesn't show you after they're ready to race, which is kind of stupid. Now, we saved a lot of ground there. Perfect. That's exactly what I want. I think we can catch this 5. Oh, she's so fast, man. Look at her. She is really fast. Oh, and we get a revolution. So you can get a revolution at random times. That's crazy. She's going to get past the 5. She could make this a second win. The 13 is still coming. Oh, the 13 is just going to get us. Oh, man. I didn't realize you could get revolutions that late. That's actually extremely good to know. And I've been telling you guys, she has so much speed. She really is like a late closer. I can't whip her until clearly like that mark sometimes, depending on her stamina, because the whip does drain her stamina a lot. But that's a strong run, really good evals. Oh, yeah. I'm in rhythm with Perfect Art now. There's certainly no doubts. I'm definitely in rhythm with her now. So that G1 win is coming. That G1 win is coming. I can promise you that. It's coming when we get there. When the time is right. Okay, like I said, I'm just going to do entrust training with Mr. T. I understand it could kind of inhibit some of his stats, but again, I don't even know what type of horse he's really going to be. Like, his parents were good, obviously, but I don't know if that's going to really reflect in him, or if it's kind of going to be like a weird, conflicting thing, so... Again, another strong effort from Perfect Art. Yeah, let's get her into another race since we're here. Okay, she's already ready to... Let's actually put her in a G2. I think that'll... Top 3 go to the Cherry Cup. If she can finish in the top 3 and then earn that chance to go to that G1, I think that'll be a pretty good progression for her. So we'll see how that obviously works. And she's up. We're up already with her. Not great odds. Not expected to finish in the top 5. So let's just give it the best shot. Just see what we can make happen with her. Because that's all we can do anyways, right? No good start this time. I'll still have to make sure we get her to the front. That does not change. She literally gets to the front just like her father. That's unbelievable. She really does. Ah, did not mean to do that. Okay, I know I can have her a little bit closer to the front. But just wanted to help her save a little bit. I don't know what's really going to happen here. Not great odds anyways. We'll see. Again, really can't whip her sooner than necessary because it really does drain her stamina. I have to wait pretty late, and she's still probably going to gas out, and I think she already has. Probably mismanaged stamina with her quite a bit. And of course, she's going to lose a lot of stamina coming up this hill. She doesn't have power. Good power. So yeah, wasn't a good result with her that time out. She definitely, I think, gassed a little bit. But it happens. We'll still have to kind of bounce back. We're supposed to finish 8th. Yeah, stretch wasn't good. Yep. Yeah, definitely felt we could have done better with that. Probably worked her a little bit too much. Dear Puffy, better odds here today. It's another G3. Nothing really to do outside of just, you know, trying to actually get her a win, because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm still trying to stack wins with her. Alright. Here we go. Okay, pretty good spot here at the front. I know she's going to go a little bit harder than that. I don't want to do that type of pace. Just settle in up here. You're fine. Okay, it took her a little bit to get settled here. Just a little bit more than I would have liked. But she's okay. Alright. It's going to start to move her up a little bit. She still has plenty of stamina left, so... Alright, we're going to get her going now. No Rebel. She's got a long way to go. We should be able to catch these horses, but we may not. I don't know. Can't tell. We're coming up to a hill. She's still driving. She's still driving strong. We're not going to catch these horses at the wire, but still could be a top 5, and it is. So, cool. Strong run. Strong run from her in that regards. We're supposed to finish 6th. S on the stretch. So that's cool. No complaints from me here. All right. Yeah. Our stats are definitely dropping. Like I said, I would like to get her to 100K. I really would. So, what has more prize money? Runner in the G2. Perfect dart. So, looking at her now. 11 meets, 1 win, 1 place, 1 show. Definitely underperforming. We run her in the Cherry Cup. We didn't finish in the top 3, did we? We finished 10th. I guess we were just eligible to run in it anyway, so I'm not complaining. That's fine. I mean, good. I would still like to put her in G1s. I mean, I think she's capable of running them now, obviously, so I would like to try to give ourselves the best chance at being able to pull out a win. Secret Keeper. Again, I think I have things figured out with him for the most part, so better odds here today. Way better. Keep him at the front, or keep him at the back, actually, for a while. And then, you know, move him to the front. Just realize how much time it's going to take to do that. That's really it. Because keeping him at the front, I just don't think he has the stamina to manage that well. So that's why I don't want to, like, move him to the front, actually. Now, again, I think I just have to get him closer. Bad position. Oh my goodness. That's the thing. It's so weird. And like, because it takes him so long to get started, I have to do this. So the position rating is always going to suffer with him. Get him under the whip now. Alright, let's see what Secret Keeper can do. Oh, he's moving. He's actually moving today. Secret Keeper's actually moving, guys. Oh, he could win this race. The 5 is going to be hard to catch. Okay, he's not going to win, but finally, a P4, a solid P4 for Secret Keeper. That was much better, man. Much better. Supposed to finish 7th. S on the stretch, yeah. Like I said, the position rating is always going to suck with him because we can't. I don't think running him at the front is going to work yet. I think once his stamina and his speed get better, then we can try that. But for now, stick to him as a closer. Dear Puffy, we're up again. Long shots in this G2. We'll just kind of roll. But yeah, that felt really good. That was a really good race there. Like he was finally fighting, you know what I mean? I think he runs better as a closer. His abilities wouldn't suggest that, but I think he definitely runs better as a closer if I can manage his stamina right. And time is spurred at the right time. Like I said, the positioning is always going to have to suffer, but I definitely believe his running style will be better suited with him running as a closer. So until I feel like he's good enough to run as a front runner and I think I can do it with him, I would prefer to keep running him like that. Because eventually we're going to catch these horses as his speed continues to improve. So eventually we are catching those horses that are still just kind of beating us. Okay, just want to get Dear Puffy a little bit closer. Stamina's going to be a little bit tricky. It may have worked her a little bit too much, but we'll see. Alright. Okay, I don't know what these horses are doing at all. They probably don't even know what they're doing. I really don't like where we're at right now. This sucks. Hold on. Alright. Ew, this is tough for Dear Puffy. She's not really showing any fight here today. I don't know if the movement kind of set us out of that. Yeah. We got a little bit blocked there. If I would have just been able to just continue to stay in that gain and go and stay in that lane in that gap, essentially go to the front, we would have been fine. But I think that horse moving into our lane, as they usually do, messed us up. We're supposed to finish 5th. We finished 10th. Yeah, just kind of feel like that kind of got ruined for us. Unfortunately. So it is what it is. But like I said, she's on the decline anyways. Maybe it'll be time to retire her soon. Early bloomer, Mr. T is, so at least I remember that. Put it in my notes. Early bloomer. New foal has been born. Let's go. Oh, look at that. Look at this filly. Well, to the name sheet we go. I am going to end up doing, let's see, Honeybee. I like Honeybee. Let's actually do that for her. I think that she looks perfect for that. I can't remember who she's from. I really can't. I'm gonna do Honeybee all as one word. Alright, so Honeybee, who are you from? Yeah, who exactly are you from? Crimson Art and Scarlet Dancer. Okay, right. So she's that first foal. Now, I hope that foal is amazing. I really do. We are going to breed. So let me do that. So I've already done Crimson Art and Scottish Dancer. I don't really want to breed him with other broodmares. It's just going to give us a mediocre horse. I've bred him with Perfect Partner and Scotch Dancer and Follow Her Lead. I think Red Daisy would be about the newest one, and she has a B eval B classification. I still think our foals are better off having Crimson as the sire, so I'm just doing Red Daisy here. The horse should have pretty good speed. Good feel. Guts could be hit or miss. Both are proceeders, so that's fantastic. So that should be the running preference. Dirt, middle, probably be early growth type as well. So that's something different to do. Just because I said I wasn't going to use Red Daisy, but her classification and eval turned out much better than I thought, so I figured it wouldn't really hurt us too much. But the other broodmares, like Follow Her Lead and whatever else, I'm definitely not breeding with them anymore. Diamond Eye, not doing any breeding with them. So we're up here with Perfect Art in the Cherry Cup. She doesn't really have a chance, but it doesn't matter. We're still going to give it our best shot with her anyways. Because you never know. She could end up outperforming what we think she can. I don't know how I'm getting perfect starts with that meter moving that fast. I really have no idea. A G1 win is still coming from Perfect Partner. I just do not know when. Couldn't tell you guys, but I know it's on the way. Definitely on the way. You're dropping a little bit too much, Gal. Just a little bit too much. I know, I know. Alright, this should be fine. Just kind of keep her tucked in. So like I said, she doesn't have a lot of stamina to keep her top speed there for a long time. So we really do have to kind of allow ourselves to be patient with her. Alright. Oh, wow. Closer ability tapped into. She's got a strong run here, but is the stamina going to tap out? Some horses get held up. She's still fighting pretty strong, but now she's going to drop. That's what I mean, man. Her stamina's, I mean, her speed is great, but she taps out so quickly. So she's going to finish like 7th or something. 8th. Yeah. Supposed to finish 11th, though, and that's on the stretch, so I guess that's actually a pretty good result, considering the circumstances. Alright. So yeah, Deer Puffy, excuse me. Could I even run her in an open? I was going to say, no way. She would have a handicap. 10 furlong, grade 3. Yep. Alright. Oh, Perfect Art. I just want to get a G1 win with you. I think you're capable of that. You're from Perfect Art and Crimson... Or, excuse me, you're from Crimson Art. Perfect Partner. She should be amazing. Her stats don't even show that. That's the weird thing. I thought her stats would be a lot better, but they're not. So it's a little bit confusing with her. We'll continue to run her in G1s, though. I think this is what we really need to do, because at the end of the day, I think her winning that is going to be more important for her pedigree and what it represents. So I think we have to try to win G1s with her more often than we usually maybe try with originals this early in the game, or at least this early in their career. It just depends. So that's fine. And again, Mr. T, I'm just doing Entrust training this whole month. I mean, all of his training. No, not balance. No way. I suck at that. That's the thing. I wonder, like, how good the parents' stats have to be. I guess for you to really get like that amazing S-ranked horse. So that's also something I got to think about. Like the highest my original horses have been like I think C or maybe D. If not C, then D. So that's like the highest. We haven't even gotten an original horse that I think has gotten up to A. So we certainly have to be mindful. Perfect Art, better odds here today in the Young Mile Cup. Like she's a G1 horse. She can clearly make it work. We're just trying to get her to that point. And again, it's just a little bit of a grind and an adjustment. But again, I think we're getting there. I think we will get there. So here we go with Perfect Art. She has the chance to finish in the money, maybe even better depending on how we run this race with her. So again, let's see if we can get it done. Not a great start, but we can work with that. Yeah, I think from now on, I'm just gonna run her in grade 1s, honestly, because that's really the goal with her. And I think when she finally is able to, gosh dang it, I didn't mean to do that. I really thought I was gonna be ahead of that horse. But yeah, like honestly, I think right now, just racing her in grade 1s needs to be the priority. It's where she should be, anyways. So I'm just gonna stick to that. Because we have won a race with her. I feel like I know what I need to win races with her now, so I would prefer to just put her in G1s. She has plenty of stamina left, which is good. Alright. Now those horses are going really late. I wonder if I went too soon with her. It's a G1. Might have gone too soon because now she's going to drop down the order. Yep. Darn, I mistimed that. I keep doing that. Like she's a closer. I gotta wait longer. I keep making the same mistake. I have to wait much longer with her. I'm acting a little bit impatient, you know, because I get worried. I would rather wait a little bit later and have her catch horses at the end than continue to start her early. Everything else was good, but the stretch was terrible. Because I genuinely think if we get her going any sooner than I did, she definitely gasses out. Like, she will definitely gas out. So I don't want to do that with her. Her stats really aren't improving. I'm just shocked because she's... Well, I mean, she's only... I keep forgetting, she's only 3. Spring Mile. Like I said, we're just doing G1s with her now. Yeah, her stats are not as good as I thought they would be. From Crimson Art and Perfect Partner. But that's the thing. As great as those horses were collectively, and they didn't really have any terrible stats, their lower traits, their lower stats were definitely pretty low. Like I said, their lower stats for Crimson Art and Perfect Art are both Perfect Partner. They're like in the D ranks. So inherently, if a foal gets that, you know, it's gonna be similar. Again, pretty much same odds we always have with Dear Puffy. I might retire her sooner than I thought. She's still finishing and she's still earning money, so the goal of trying to get to 100K with her is still very possible. And I don't think we're gonna acquire another horse in the market anyways anytime soon. I could look for a colt now. I think we have enough good fillies that'll be brood mares. Granted, I still would like maybe a couple different traits. We could look for a horse, because then I could just retire her. We could look for another double S horse. A sire, I'm not sure. I don't know. I think I just want a horse with, we're going to start working on the stamina lines eventually, but like I said, a lot of my horses have pretty bad temper ratings for the most part. Like, only the originals I have acquired have had really good temper ratings. So I would like to try to get a horse that has a pretty good temper rating that could help our future foals. Okay, she's dropping a little bit. I don't know what's going to free up for us. I think I'm going to move here if I can. Oh, I can't. Oh, dear. I can't even move where I wanted to. What stupid play. Go, go, go. I had to bump that horse because I had to get through here. Oh, wow. She's going to get there at the wire? Nah. Oh, we could have easily won that race. I should have stayed where I was. That's totally my fault. Gosh darn it. I totally messed that up for no reason. I should have just kept her where we were. We would have been fine. Would have been fine. Oh well, still a good result. We were supposed to finish third, we finished second. So, as long as she can still continue to do that, I'm fine. But that easily could have been the win, I thought. We were in prime position for that. And I made a bad call moving her out instead of just keeping her where she was at. Alright. Okay. We're taking a quick restroom break, and I'll be right back with you guys. I think her staying is. So as I was walking back from the restroom, I thought about something when it came to Perfect Art, and it comes to her. Her staying is 60. It's not even terrible, but she loses that speed so quickly, you know. And now her guts rating isn't great as well. I really would like a horse with solid guts. I feel like our originals always have actually had pretty low guts ratings for the most part. Now, some of them have obviously fought harder than that, but they've never inherently had good guts ratings, so I would like that. And I think Dear Puffy will be a good horse to help us get to that point. And again, just in trust training, not doing anything different. Alright. Oh, wow. Look at Mr. T. This is what I mean, man. Like, he is from Undercover Agent and Perfect Partner. Not even Crimson Art. You look at these stats. He's an original. So is Undercover Agent, and he's B ranked. He's my highest ranked original ever. Mr. T. I didn't think he was going to be that good of a horse. From Undercover Agent out of Perfect Partner. And you can see Undercover Agent comes from a line of our originals. We started off with Only Ocean and Special Silence. They created The Mare Follow Her Lead. We bred Follow Her Lead with Best Hunter, our stud. Our sire that produced Undercover Agent. And we just bred him with Perfect Partner 2 years ago to give us a pretty solid B-ranked colt in Mr. T. 84 speed, 80 staying. The stamina's not great. He runs 6 to 8. He's a sprinter. He doesn't need to be leading. His guts could do some work. Those stats are better than Crimson Art and Perfect Partner. Perfect Art. Okay, so look at this. This is Mr. T from Undercover Agent and Perfect Partner. Now, let's look at Perfect Art. These are her stats from Crimson Art and Perfect Partner. Perfect Partner might be a better sire for us to use. It's so crazy because he had a great career. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, for an original that I had no major expectations for, he won 3 G1s. He could be better. Crimson Art that's crazy. As well as Crimson Art did, he might actually be a liability for breeding. That's unbelievable, man. I did not think that was going to be the case. Wow. That is a shocker, man. Holy cow, that's a shocker. And who did I do? I did Crimson Art and like a Red Lady or Red Daisy this upcoming year. Oh, I wish I would have. Those stats weren't revealed yet. I wasn't going to have that figured out. Now that I know, I might not even do breeding with Crimson Art next year because, like, ugh. That wasn't exactly what I wanted. The fact that Undercover Agent has provided a foal with much better stats, that says a lot. Oh, Dear Puffy. I think I'm going to run her in one more grade 3. Well, like I said, if she continues to finish in the money, actually, her stats are dropping pretty significantly. Yeah, getting to 100K might be a little unrealistic, but we'll see. I'm really surprised by that. Undercover Agent, he might actually be a better sire than Crimson Art, despite the fact that Crimson Art did 3 times better. long shot here today for our girl. No pressure. That just means we just go out and race. So yeah, perfect art. I thought she was, you know, Mr. T can end up being a sleeper. I thought he was just kind of going to be a pretty strong horse, but nothing crazy. Mr. T can end up being, like, amazing. Clearly, his stats prove that. And perfect art. Like I said, maybe Crimson Art is not the best for using as far as broodmares. I mean, as far as foals are concerned. It's kind of like Sedate Ruler, you know, on my playthrough. Sedate Ruler wasn't really like a great sire. We had a great career with him. Like a dominating career. We won several titles with him, but none of his foals really turned out to be the same. I wonder if that's going to be the same case scenario with Crimson Art, because it might be. So next year for breeding, I'm definitely going to actually do Undercover Agent. Like, I could do Crimson Art and and Deer Puffy. I could do that. I don't really want to, though. I really want to give Undercover Agent another shot. For sure. So, yeah. Definitely think I will do Undercover Agent. We've already had 2 foals from Crimson Art. We have a third one that's almost ready to race, I think. Or no, we've only done 2 so far, actually. So I figure we can do another one with Undercover Agent. I don't want to go on the whip with her yet, because again, her stamina's like gone. We're supposed to finish in last. That's not going to happen, so this is still an okay run for her. That's fine. That is fine. But yeah, perfect art. I don't know. Maybe her and Secret Keeper may actually not turn out to do anything fantastic. Crimson Art could be a liability as a sire. Or as a stud. Both really the same thing. But yeah, I'm really surprised by that. I didn't think Undercover Agent would provide an original with stats like that. Because the broodmares with Crimson Art, they didn't provide foals with those stats. Oh, that's really interesting, man. Again, perfect art. I would like to keep her in G1s. I don't think it's necessary to put her in anything else anymore. Oh my goodness. There's nothing she can run in. I hate when that happens in this game. So obnoxious. She's like, oh, no good race for you to run in. So yeah, Dear Puffy, give her one more shot. If nothing works, we'll retire her. But yeah, Undercover Agent. That'll be amazing if he's a better sire for us than Crimson Art. That'd be like, wow. Again, same odds as we always get with Dear Puffy. We're the favorite like a handful of times, not even, like 2 times. Perfect start. That's easy. Don't go to the front. It's not where you're supposed to be. I mean, you're supposed to be at the front, just not leading. Just wanted to keep her there, that's all. So I'm really looking forward to breeding next year because, well, that foal was in technically 2 years. I'm looking forward to our foal that'll be born in 2 years. Just to see if Undercover Agent is really like the key to breeding right now for us as far as the studs are concerned. Because Crimson Art, they just haven't turned out as well as I thought. Now granted, Secret Keeper's still developing, so he still has time, but yeah, but Perfect Art, you know, she feels better to work with for sure, but still, they're both underachieving is what I'm trying to say. And Dear Puffy, she gets a second wind. Not going to be a 5th. Yeah. I might retire Dear Puffy because I won't even be able to actually look for a horse now that I think about it. Double S on the stretch. I won't be able to look for another horse if I don't retire her. So, actually, I'll just go ahead and retire her now. I wanted to get her to 100k in earnings, but I don't really think that's worth it anymore like I thought. So I will retire Dear Puffy. Still, she ended up winning 9 times. 5 G1s, first of all. Like 5 grade 1 wins, and still good earnings. So we'll retire her. Make some space. We'll replace... I want to replace Follow Her. I could replace Diamond Eye, but I'm keeping her just because she's still a gray. The Scotch Dancer isn't a gray. Red Daisy isn't, and neither is Perfect Partner. I still would like to keep 1 gray. Granted, Follow Her lead. She was actually better than Diamond Eye as far as her stats were concerned. I forgot, Follow Her lead is still gray. So yeah, all of our affiliates are like the same now. They're all like the same B, eval, and all the other stuff. There's probably nothing good in this market. We have an S. I mean, that power is terrible. I'm not dealing with that. Health is not good. Response is good. Guts, yeah, none of those horses are even worth buying. I didn't look at the specials. Let me try that. Hold on. I think it'll still be more or less the same. Flaring Arrow? Huh. No, Front Runner. Don't want to deal with that. I'm over those horses. I really don't want them anymore. Not in this game. Secret Keeper, we're up. 7 furlongs on the dirt. Same odds as always. Now, he's 4 years old now. Secret is. He should be doing a lot better at this point. Could take him all the way till he's 5. Again, running him at the front just doesn't seem to work, honestly. I just have to get him going a lot sooner for his stretch. And just kind of keep him to the inside. Like, keep him tucked to the inside behind a horse until I know where I can move. That's what seems to work the best. That's what seems to work the best here. Now, we're saved a lot of stamina, so I think I can start to make this move. We have a lot of stamina left. Oh, wow. Rebel all the way from this far back? Let's go. Don't get in front of me. Are you kidding me? Oh, the AI are so bad. And I couldn't even really move him. That's the annoying thing. I couldn't move him, so that didn't happen. Oh, this game's mechanics are really bad sometimes. They honestly are. As much as I love it, the mechanics are really broken. I mean, that could have been a great run for us, and instead it turns to... Ah, man, that's so annoying. I couldn't even do anything. Like, I couldn't keep him where we were at. And that horse just had to drift right into my lane. That's what... See, everything was... That was a win right there. It's like I get close to that point, then just that stuff happens. And then they slow you down. Like, it literally messed up my revolution. Now, when's the last time that's happened? Where the AI have caused a revolution to stop? Yeah, I mean, the fact that Mr. T is actually B ranked and Perfect Art isn't. I get that should be a clear... That should be a clear indicator. Same thing for Secret Keeper. He's only D ranked. Is there any G1s I can run him in? Probably not, right? Now I'm gonna wait to race him for a little bit because, like, there's no point in racing him sooner if I don't have to. He's not eligible for any grade 1s. That's also the problem. So I can't even... I have to do much better with him, obviously. Just gonna give him a layoff. I really can't believe Mr. T is B. I know I keep saying that, but I wasn't expecting that. Like, I didn't realize Undercover Agent would provide that strong of an original. You know what I mean? That was not expected. So yeah, like I said, I can't wait to actually use him again for breeding next year and see if we can get another foal with a better rating. Now we bred him with Scotch Dancer. or Perfect Partner, I think. We can still read Undercover Agent with Scotch Dancer or Dear Puffy. Now, since we just retired Dear Puffy, I want to do her first. Wow, Mr. T's debut. Look at him. Absolute stud. Can Mr. T be the next Great Bolero? We'll see. Could be the next Great Bolero. Well, you know, his mother has the record here. He gets a perfect start. This is all setting up a real possibility for him to break his maiden here today. Okay. Gets to the front pretty easily. Like, I don't have to do much. That's always nice. This feels pretty good. I'm not going to lie with Mr. T so far. Got plenty of stamina left, and I've been managing it. Still plenty left. Still plenty left. We're just stalking at this point. Here we go. And he still has plenty of stamina left as Mr. T. And we get a Revo. This is a win. Wow, this is going to be a win for sure. Unless that 10 fights back. I don't think it's happening. Mr. T breaks his maiden literally on his first day. So Crimson Art may clearly be a liability. That's unbelievable. I know what happens in this game. We've dealt with it. Wow. That was easy. That was really easy with Crimson Art. Oh, wow. I mean, excuse me, Mr. T. You know, it's that easy for me to win a race on him, but I'm struggling on Perfect Art and Secret Keeper. And we were supposed to finish 5th. We finished 1st. That's a clear indicator, man. Those two horses, maybe they're not going to be as good as I thought. That would be really disappointing, of course. But yeah, I thought they would be solid with Crimson Art. He just may not be that good of a sire. Like, he might give you a horse with some decent stats, but maybe they're just not going to turn out that great. Yeah, and that would be a bummer. But that really may be the reality. Back up with Perfect Art. She has middle of the roads odds. Yeah, it's disappointing about those two. If I would have known they were going to turn out like this, I sure as heck would have just used Undercover Agent. But giving Crimson a chance, we're still going to keep him in there as a sire. Not like I'm going to get rid of him. But as far as using him, I don't know. Undercover Agent may be the solution, honestly. That horse may be the real solution. And Crimson Art, he just may not be it anymore. Again, that's just shocking because I'm sure we all thought Crimson Art would provide great foals. He hasn't really done that. Nobody's been great, not even close. Perfect Art and Secret Keeper both have struggled. Now, again, I really do have to wait with Perfect Art. She has a lot of stamina. Left. She has good closing speed. Now we're going to go. Now, our odds still aren't great here today anyway, so wherever she finishes is actually okay. Oh, yes, get past a couple of these horses, please. Run them down. All right. Is that enough for 5th? That could have been if we got that horse at the wire. It's enough for 5th. All right. I'll take that. I think I can be okay with that. We're supposed to finish 11th, and she gets double S on the stretch. Yeah, she really has to wait, man. She has too much speed, but she can't keep that speed up for long, so you really have to be patient. Cannot go any sooner than you should with her. All right, let me save. I haven't done that in a while. Yeah, Mr. T made that was so easy. So easy with him. So Crimson Art, not going to be breeding with him for a while. I think that's kind of been made abundantly clear. And all I did in trust training, I didn't do one manual training session with this horse, and this is where his stats are. Yeah, some of those categories aren't great, but the most important ones, they're all there. And you see it come into fruition. We won easily. I think he's ready for a grade... And he won on the turf. He's still technically a dirt horse. So actually, I want to give him a good grade 1 test by running him here. He has the power and the braking to handle tough courses, so that's good to know. Perfect Art finally moves up to a D rank after that 5th place finish. I would like to run her into G1, but there's like nothing suitable for her. Oh, finally, Sprinter's Miler. Or Sprinter's Cup. Alright. Are there any new horses in the market? I just thought about that. Bionic Club. We had him in 2004. He's a great horse, no doubt. He did provide some good foals for us, but it's like, do I want to play with him again? His growth type is pretty sustained. He's Diamond Plan. I like the response. The gut still sucks. The staying in the speed and front runner. I don't want to deal with that. I feel like we've had horses like that before. Blue Satellite and Prior Chop are the special ones. Here's a 2-year-old colt. Gut's not good. Stamina is better. Early and front runner. Prior Chop. I don't want any front runners. I don't even know why I'm looking at half of these horses. Bionic Club might happen. Even Fan? I thought I had Even Fan before. 73 stamina. 8 to 12 on the turf. Slow track not good, so he doesn't like slow pace, but he does have stretch burst. The point of getting him would be to have a stud with really solid stamina, but oh, I don't know yet. I don't know what I should do, to be honest. Ooh, Scabbit, she's here. Scabbit gave us some really strong foals, I thought. Closer and stretch burst. She is a closer. Her stats are much better than the other fillies that are broodmares now. 63 guts. I might do Scabbit. I think she could be good for the guts category at least, unless I find a horse with a better guts rating than that that's worth it. I didn't realize a lot of these horses' guts rating actually suck. Yeah. I think I'll do Scabbit again. More fillies and broodmares, quite honestly, but that's fine. Because I think Mr. T, once we retire him, we can use him to replace like Indian Tiger or something. Secret Keeper, clearly not probably going to use him. I might retire him next year, to be honest. Yeah, I might retire him a little bit early. So we acquired Scabbit. Race her in whatever G1 she's going to be ready for. Race her in the Dublin filly. Because we will need to make space next year, that's for sure. So yeah, Secret Keeper, if he doesn't really start to come into shape, I might have to retire him early, which would really suck. But I really do want to breed with Undercover Agent again, being that he's given us such a solid horse in Mr. T. I would like to try to breed with him again for another year as opposed to waiting. Mr. T, solid odds here today in the G1. Yeah, I mean, early bloomer anyway, so he should be ready to go for all these races. So that means we're only going to have like a year and a half with him. But yeah, Secret Keeper, our other original, that's the one I may retire sooner. Because I want to breed again with Undercover Agent, knowing what I know now. I don't want to wait a year. So if I have to, like, essentially sacrifice a horse, it'd probably be Secret Keeper, which is unfortunate. But again, now that I know that Secret Keeper apparently isn't that great of a stud, I mean, my initial theories about his foals could be completely incorrect, obviously. I think it's proving that they're not correct, like I initially thought. So it doesn't really make sense to keep using a stud that's a liability for your foal's stats, you know what I mean, and abilities. Mainly the stats. The abilities do pass down pretty easily, but the stats are what's suffering. So, like I said, it may not be worth it to use Crimson anymore. And like I said, maybe Secret Keeper isn't going to amount to anything like I thought he was. It's a very real possibility. We still have so much stamina with Mr. T, it's insane. Now we're going to go. Now, could we win a G1 with him? No, Rebel? Oh, maybe not. Horses are going to go past. He's still fighting, though. He's still fighting. He's still fighting. At least get a top 5, man. Ah, it's going to be 6th. Just missed out on the money with Mr. T. Felt like we were supposed to finish 5th. We're supposed to finish 7th. Okay, so... yeah, maybe if I would have gotten him going a tad bit sooner, that could have really helped. It's very possible. Alright. Keep forgetting. No, don't want to retire. Training regiment. My goodness. Maybe I can keep his to balance. Balance and guts, I guess. Speed's already pretty high. His stamina does kind of suck, but I don't know if that'll get any better. I guess I'll just do balance and guts, honestly. Because everything else is okay. And other things just don't even make sense to really work on. Alright, let's get him in another G1. I'm going to keep running him in these. Alright. Here we go. Seeker Keeper is the second favorite today. Yeah, his stats are just average and nothing's really increasing. In fact, I think his speed actually dropped. His speed used to be 64. I thought it was. Maybe it wasn't. Pretty sure it was actually 54, though. And again, what seems to work for him the best is just keeping him at the back. We got blocked last time out, which is really annoying. I think that messed up our revolution, right? So... that was unfortunate, but hopefully this will go better. We're saving so much stamina too. That's my main goal. Now I gotta get him moving since we're so far back. I don't know what these horses... ah, this is... there they go. Moving when they shouldn't be moving. Doing stupid stuff. Now I'm keeping them to the outside here for this Revo. Keeping them to the outside. You have such a long way to go, bro. Oh my gosh. How is this going to work? Now he's catching these horses. Is he going to have enough? This seems so obnoxious. I apologize, but like, it's a revolution. We should have... oh, wow. I have to get him going so far back. I can't believe it. And I know I should know it by now, but it's just like, wow. It's really far back. We're supposed to finish third. Yeah, bad stretch. I know. Especially since I run him on the outside. I still think that works. I have to keep him closer towards the front. That's the thing. We're just not winning these particular races because he's too far back. I just have to be better at getting him to the front sooner, because when we can run him like that as a closer, I save so much ground. Ah, man. Okay. No big deal, honestly. No big deal. We're gonna bounce back. We'll run him in a grade 3, and we'll go from there. I am hungry. I do want to eat, so I think I'm going to get these next 4 races done, and then I'll either pause the recording or I will just end the video. I'm not sure which one yet. Alright. Scabbot's making her debut in the Dublin S. It kind of feels weird riding a horse again that you've had in a different game. But I know her, so we should do well. Don't want to see all the intros right now. Well, she's pretty much got that closer ability, which is nice. Yeah, Scabbit was crazy good in our 2004 file. She was our first best broodmare ever. She was really strong. So I expect nothing less of her in this game. With these closures, I love saving this ground, you know? I really do love saving so much ground and stamina most importantly, especially if you don't have a horse with great stamina. So saving ground when you can is really essential. Don't know why you would need to move out. You're already there. She's got plenty of stamina left, so I'm going to get her rolling right now. No Revo. Oh, man. These horses are really fighting, but Scabbit, she's getting through, man. She's getting through. There it is. Stretch burst. Oh, this is a wrap. This is a wrap. I mean, we know this about her. Like I said, we literally had her on my 2004 file, so that's about as easy as it should be. Scabbit wins quite easily. Like, once we finally got in deep stretch, she's a tough horse, man. Glad that we just have good fillies in this game that will be retired as broodmares. Like I said, the only issue really has been Crimson Art as a you know, a stud essentially. Apparently, Crimson Art is not the meal ticket for foals. That's so weird to me, man. I know it happens, but still, just like don't believe it. We're supposed to finish 12th, and we finished there. Easy as that, bro. Easy as that. We're supposed to finish 12th. I didn't even think it was that far down. That's unbelievable. So we really nailed that. Pretty spot on with Scabbit. But again, no surprise. Worked with her before. Know what she's capable of. So I'll give her a layoff. We'll do these next 3 races. We'll go from there. Alright, here we go. Up with Mr. T in another G1, better odds. Well, technically he had similar odds in his first G1. He's still expected to finish like 6, so just outside the money, but we can win this with him. Got to get some really good wins with him, because that'll really help him as a sire, obviously. So definitely would like to get those important wins that we need. Alright, here we go. Alright. See where he settles in at here. Ooh, don't bump that horse, please. Alright, we're on a straight. Never mind. So this actually works out. We really could win this pretty easily, honestly. Still got a lot of stamina left. Plenty, actually. Alright, here we go with Mr. T. Into the stretch we go. Horses are still going to fight back. Ah, overwhipped. Gosh darn it. That could hurt us. That really hurt us. Ah, man, I just overwhipped. He's still fighting really strong here. It's not going to be a top 5, though. But, man, that easily could have been much better. I just won too many times. Back-to-back 6th place finishes in a G1. Supposed to finish 5th. Yeah, stretch. Ugh. He didn't even tire out. That's the thing. I just overwhipped him too much. So, no worries. We will get it together. 2 more races. Which might both be happening now, actually. Then we'll go from there. So, let's see here. We have Secret Keeper up. We should have won the last race with them. Middle of the road odds. Kind of the same story it's always been. So nothing new there. So again, we keep him in the back as a closer, and we just got to get him going a lot sooner. And on top of that, like, we have to find the right place to get him going. We keep getting blocked. Annoyingly. I know Hate's Pack may pop up or whatever. I don't really care. Positioning as well. There's plenty of stamina left again. Now I'm going to see if I can just get him through this gap like right now. It's not opening up. Why do we keep getting blocked by the AI, man? It's so annoying. They just move right into my gap. Like, it's such a bad thing. And again, another potential decent race squandered away by the AI, and I don't have a choice, really, because this is how he runs the best. If I run him at the front, he doesn't have the stamina to stay there. Oh man, they're just really good at getting in the way. AI are just really good at getting in the way. We finished 10th. We're supposed to finish 10th, but golly. That's why I like to keep them to the outside to avoid that, but then sometimes it's too far back. So maybe if I'm going to run him at the outside, I need to get him to the front closer. I'm starting him too late if I run him to the outside. Obviously, when you're closer to the rail, you can stay tucked in a little bit and wait for your time, but you have to worry about the AI, and they are really bad in this game. Perfect Dart's up in this G1, last race of the video. She's not expected to do anything. But yeah, it's just frustrating, man, because like I said, the AI are just, they just know how to conveniently get right in your way all the time. So that's, like I said, an annoyance for sure. And we're off. Alright. So get Perfect Art to the front, and that's not happening. Gosh, they just... I wonder if the game really thinks like that by doing that it makes it more challenging. I could totally see that being something Tecmo would have done as a company. Like, oh, let's have the AI just be really weird to move in the player's way, and then like to make the races harder for them. That's what's gonna make it tougher. And it's like, no, it just makes it annoying, man. Now again, no whip for a while. Like no whip until she's late in deep stretch. Stamina still tiring, and she's gassed. Perfect Dart, it's disappointing. She has really not turned out to be what I thought. Oh, man. Yeah, she really has not turned out as I thought. It's unfortunate. So, I don't know. She was supposed to finish 13th. Double S on the stretch, though. So, that's good at least. But still not. I still think she should be able to do better. So, it is what it is. I'm not sure if that'll do it for this video. Like I said, I want to go eat some food. If this is the end of the video, appreciate you guys for watching. As always, again, still kind of a transitioning period. As far as Secret Keeper and Perfect Art, I may retire them both at the same time if we really just can't get good results with them, because maybe Crimson Art is just not a good sire. We've had, like I said, that happen with Sedate Ruler in the past, so that could be the case. And may just have to wait until we can get more falls from Undercover Agent as our main stud. But like I said, this is the end of the video. I appreciate you guys, and we will be back with some more Gallop Racer action. And if not, well, I guess you'll see me. But nonetheless, hope you all have a great day. Goodbye.